everyone, I am Tanuja. You are watching Chemistry Guru YouTube channel. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to balance a unbalanced chemical equation. Okay, so one reaction will be given. How to write in a equation form? So to write in a equation form, we need a correct formula of the compound. We should know the correct formula of the compound. Then only we can write in a equation form. Next, what is the major thing to balance the unbalanced chemical equation? One major thing is uh, the law states that the law of conservation of mass. What the law of conservation of mass states? It states that the number of atoms of each element which are present in the chemical equation. Okay, the number of atoms of each element which are present in a chemical equation in the both side, reactant side and product side, should be equal. The number of atoms of element in the RHS and LHS, that is reactant and product side, should be equal. This is a major thing to balance the unbalanced chemical equation. So in this session, I am going to give one simple trick to balance the unbalanced equation. The trick is, always when you are balancing the equation, when you are balancing the unbalanced chemical equation, first keep in mind that first you find the metal, which is non-metal, which is hydrogen and oxygen in the given equation. First always try to balance the metals which are present in a chemical equation. First always try to balance the metal, next non-metal, next hydrogen and last oxygen. So let us study the balancing the equation by taking some example. So here I have taken one example: Fe2O3 plus aluminium Fe plus Al2O3. So before balancing the chemical equation, what we have to see? Which is metal, which is non-metal, hydrogen, next oxygen. So here iron is a metal, aluminium metal, and next oxygen. Write down what are the products in the what are the reactants, what are the atoms or elements present in the reactant side, one side, and next write what are the elements present in the product side, one side. Now write how many atoms of iron are present in the reactant side. Only reactant side. Iron only 2 atoms, aluminium 1, oxygen 3. Okay, next next you go to the product side. Now what is the number of iron? 1, aluminium 2, oxygen 3. So here you can compare the number of atoms in the reactant side and product side. Reactant side you have 2 iron atoms. In the product side 1 iron atom, aluminium 1 atom in reactant side and aluminium 2 in product side, oxygen 3. So now the thing is you have to balance the iron and aluminium. Okay, so here Fe2, so you need here 2 iron atoms to balance the equation. So you write 2 irons. Okay, so now it became 2. It is balanced. And next what do you want? Al2. You need reactant side 2 aluminium atoms. You write 2. So it became 2 and balanced. Oxygen 3 balanced. And next final step is check or verify the number of atoms in the reactant side and number of atoms in the product side are equal. So iron 2, aluminium 2, aluminium 3, oxygen 3. So this is the simple way to balance the unbalanced chemical equation. Okay. So next move to the next equation. So here first write the metal. What are the atoms in the reactant side? Sodium, Next, sulfur, non-metal, hydrogen and oxygen. And again here, sodium, sulfur, hydrogen, oxygen. So number of sodium atoms in the reactant side, 1, 2, sulfur 1, sulfur 1, hydrogen 1, 2, 3, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1 plus 4, 5, oxygen 4 plus 1, 5. So now see the number of atoms in the reactants and product side. Sodium 1, sodium 2, sulfur 1, sulfur 1, hydrogen 3, hydrogen 2, oxygen 5, oxygen 5. Okay, so now sodium metal. So sodium metal product side there are 2 atoms of sodium. So it should be made 2. So when you balance the sodium atom, then the number of oxygen atom and hydrogen will be changed. Add 1. So when you add 2 here, plus 1 for oxygen and hydrogen. So it became 4, 6. Okay. Sulfur 1, it is balanced. Next you go, you will see hydrogen. What is the number of atoms present? 4. Here 2. So 2, you have to make the product side hydrogen number 4. To make the hydrogen number 4, what you have to do? Multiply the hydrogen into 2. 2 2s are 4. Okay, now you can see here the number of oxygen atom will be changed. The number of oxygen atom is changed. So how many? Plus 1 is equal to 6. So now it became 4. 2 2s are 4. So now you can check, verify whether the number of atoms in the product side and reactant side are equal. Sodium, here it came 2, 2, sulfur 1, 1, hydrogen 4, 4, oxygen 6. Okay. So in this way you have to balance the chemical equation. And next example, combustion of C3H8. C3H8 propane. C3H8 propane. So for writing equation you should know the formula of the compound. Okay, here the propane formula is C3H8. What is combustion reaction? Combustion reaction is nothing but it is anything which burns in the presence of oxygen. The compound of gas which burns in the presence of oxygen. It gives always product carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so now see, propane burns in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so this is a equation. So this is the equation according to the given statement, according to the given question. Now it is whether it is balanced or unbalanced, you can see here carbon 3, here carbon 1, hydrogen 8, hydrogen 2, oxygen 2, oxygen 3. Okay, so in this we are going to first balance carbon. Since it is a non-metal, metal in this equation metal is not present. Next we move to the non-metal. Non-metal is carbon. Next hydrogen. Next oxygen. So here the number of carbon atom is 3 in the reactant side and the number of carbon atoms in the product side is 1. So how to balance here? Okay, to make it carbon 3 atoms, put here 3. Okay, when you balance, now it became 3. So when you balance a carbon atom, you can change the number of atoms present in a CO2. Okay, what it will be? 3 into 2, 6. So here oxygen number will be changed. You should also see when you are balancing one atom, you should also see the corresponding atom, the number of atoms will be changed. So here if you put the 3 in front of carbon, you are balancing the carbon atom, but also here the number of oxygen atoms also changing. So it became 3 to 6. Oxygen is 6. So next carbon is balanced. Next we are going to balance hydrogen. What is the number of hydrogen present in the reactant side? 8. In hydrogen in product side only 2. So to make the hydrogen atoms 8, to equal the number of hydrogen atoms to the reactant side, what you have to do? 2 is there. 4 2 is 8. 4 2 is 8. So it became 8. It also balanced, and you can see here the number of oxygen atoms are changed. What is this? So it became 4 atoms. Again here 3 2 is 6 plus 4. It became 10 oxygen atom. Okay, so here 3 2 is 6 O oxygen, and here 4 oxygen. It became total 10 oxygen atom. So now you have in the reactant side oxygen 2. It should be made 10 oxygen atoms in the reactant side. To make it 10, we can multiply this by 5. 5 into 2, 10. So here you can see carbon is balanced, hydrogen balanced, and oxygen is balanced. Okay. So this is about balancing the unbalanced chemical equation. To balance the unbalanced chemical equation, you should know the formula of the given reaction. Okay, you should know the formula of the given compound which are involved in the reaction, and next you should know the law of conservation of mass. The right hand side and left hand side of the equation, the number of atoms of each element present in the equation should be equal. Okay, like carbon 3, hydrogen 8, oxygen 10, oxygen 10. So then only this equation is called as a balanced chemical equation. Okay, so this is about balancing the chemical equation. And thank you for watching this video.